Hello, and welcome to Senior Tech Talk, the show where we make technology easy and accessible for everyone. I'm your host, Bill Bruckner. Today, we'll cover a topic that keeps popping up in the news. It's the topic of artificial intelligence. While AI seems to be a current hot topic, mathematicians, scientists, and engineers have been thinking about artificial intelligence for centuries, though it was 1950 when John McCarthy, the developer of the Lisp programming language, coined the name artificial intelligence. The Lisp programming language is still used in AI research. As computers became more powerful, it became easier to try out different concepts around AI and fine-tune them to the point where today we have very powerful computers running very powerful AI programs. So how does it all work? Well, normally, computers are given very explicit instructions and they provide very predictable answers. For instance, the programmers who created this spreadsheet software wrote out very detailed instructions for the computer that said when the number 3 key is pressed, for example, display the number on the screen. If the user presses the $sign, format this cell to appear as currency. If the user enters a formula that multiplies one cell by another, enter the result here. Artificial intelligence works a little differently. The computer is programmed to take really massive amounts of data and look for patterns, rules, and context, and then essentially make what the experts call predictions using that information. To me, they're really informed guesses. The more data the AI can work with, the more accurate its guesses are. Programs like ChatGPT and Google Bard use hundreds of billions of sentences, what the experts call large language models or LLMs. Uploading the LLMs to the AI computer is referred to as training the computer. When you chat with an AI, the computer has figured out the rules of the English language, for example, tries to guess what the next word you type will be, and then figures out what you're trying to say by doing extensive processing for each word you type, and it does it in a fraction of a second. It then guesses the answer, and because it has so much information to draw upon, can usually come back with an appropriate answer, though not always. AI drawing programs, for example, analyze a huge number of drawings to create new drawings based on a prompt from the user. I used an AI program to create this drawing using the prompt, a beautiful ballerina dancing on a stage with many candles. As you can see, the AI appears to have missed one of the ballerina's legs, and the stage seems to be flooded and covering her feet, or foot, as the case may be. Here's another example. I used a website called 11 Labs to clone my voice. I trained it with about 30 minutes of my voice reading random paragraphs into its program. You've been hearing my real voice. Now you're hearing my cloned voice. So what do you think? Can you tell the difference? Naturally, if the data used to train AI computers has biases, the answers will have biases too. The AI program may conclude that doctors are always men and nurses are always women, for example. So it's important that these AI programs be given good data, and the more data they get, the more accurate their answers will be. In the meantime, one needs to be wary. For instance, a problem can arise if you ask it a question outside your area of expertise, which is how most people use an AI, and then you don't recognize the answer you get is incorrect, especially since it's typically presented to you in a very authoritative way. That said, AI is used in a wide variety of applications today, including self-driving cars, facial recognition software, spam filters, medical diagnosis tools, virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa, and companionship robots. Not everyone is happy with the way AI tools are being used. For instance, 17 famous authors are suing OpenAI, the developers of ChatGPT, for making their works part of the large language model ChatGPT uses, and importantly, doing so without their permission or providing compensation. The lawsuit claims ChatGPT has been trained with copies of books that were illegally obtained. It also claims, as an example, AI was used to generate volumes 6 and 7 of George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones series. They were then sold on Amazon in order to make money off Martin's reputation. So, are AI tools safe or dangerous? Good or evil? Well, a hammer can be used to build a house or as a weapon to kill someone. Like any tool, it can be beneficial in the right hands if used carefully and dangerous in the wrong hands. People like Elon Musk, whose Tesla electric vehicles extensively use AI for self-driving capabilities, and even the developers of ChatGPT all say it's important that we establish rules and regulations around the use of artificial intelligence. I hope this video has given you a better understanding of AI, along with its pros and cons. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you know anyone who could benefit from learning more about AI, please share this video with them. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next Senior Tech Talk.